citizenship ceremony is now in session.
This citizenship ceremony is presided by Order of Canada, Madame Rena Arsenault. Madame Arsenault, in accordance with the provisions of the Citizenship Act, it is my privilege to present you 50 Canadian citizens from 19 different countries. I would like to invite Rosalind Alessi, Vice President of Directors of the Cultural Centre, to share welcoming remarks.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Cultural Centre here in Fredericton. My name is Rosalind Alessi, and on behalf of the Board of Directors, the staff, and the Centre, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you today as we celebrate and welcome a group of new Canadian citizens. Since 2013, the Cultural Centre has provided space for cultural events and has served as a gathering place for many of Fredericton's diverse communities. This is a place where we can all come together and learn about each other in a safe and welcoming environment. That is why we are so pleased to be hosting this wonderful ceremony here today. Having you all begin your journey as Canadian citizens here is such a privilege, and I'm so happy for each and every one of you. As the home to major cultural groups such as the Multicultural Association of Fredericton, the Cultural Centre hosts community events with cultural representation from over 50 different countries. We are an integral part of the greater Fredericton area, and now so are you. You and your families are a valued part of this community, and you will always have a home here with us at the Centre, and we hope to be seeing you here often. On behalf of everyone here at the Cultural Centre, and as fellow Canadians, we want to offer our most sincere congratulations to you and your families. We are stronger for having you as our neighbors, and from the bottom of our hearts, we wish you well. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Madame Arsenault to give her opening remarks. Madame Arsenault, je vous cède maintenant la parole.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's citizenship ceremony. I would like to acknowledge that this citizenship ceremony is taking place on the traditional territory of the Wolastoqey. We are pleased to welcome 50 candidates here today to receive their Canadian citizenship. Candidates from 19 different countries. Candidate for citizenship. I'm happy that you have chosen to become citizen of this wonderful country, and it is a privilege for me to be here with you today. You are following in the footsteps of generations of great Canadians before you. Our first Prime Minister, Sir John A. Macdonald, came here as an immigrant from Scotland with his family when he was 5 years old. Being a Canadian means a lot more than simply a piece of paper. It means sharing a common set of Canadian values, having rights and responsibilities, such as being an active and supportive member of the Canadian family and the responsibility to obey Canada's laws. As a Canadian, you have many rights, and one of these important rights is the right to vote. It is your responsibility to become knowledgeable on a major issue in each election, to make your choice as candidates, and to cast your vote. If you decide you will be able to run as candidate in the municipal, provincial, and federal elections. Les Rendez-vous de la Francophonie is celebrated in Canada from March 1st to March 31st as part of the event of the International Francophonie Day on March 20th, which is organized every year to promote the French language and its numerous cultural expressions. Since 2019 also marks the 50th anniversary of the Official Languages Act, the theme of the 21st Rendez-vous de la Francophonie aims to bring people together by highlighting the importance of official languages and Indigenous languages, as well as open mind and open ears. Les Rendez-vous de la Francophonie is an initiative of the Canadian Foundation from Cross-Cultural Dialogue, whose mandate is to promote and support dialogue between Francophones and Acadian communities and all other communities in Canada. Nearly 9.5 million people in Canada keeps the French language alive and brings it all together. Some come from families that have been established in Canada from generations, while others are more recent immigrants, or those who have chosen to learn French as a second language and immerse themselves in its culture. French is spoken across our country in many Francophones communities, from coast to coast to coast. According to la Fédération des communautés francophones et acadiennes, more than 2.6 million Canadians living outside of Quebec speaks French. During les rendezvous de la francophonie, Francophone communities across Canada come together to celebrate the French language and culture by holding community get-togethers, multicultural events, ceremonies, shows, film viewing, contests, educational activities, and more. Please join them to celebrate. You're about to take the oath of citizenship. As you pronounce each words of the oath, take them to heart. They are your commitment to do your best for the new homeland, Canada. Thank you. Merci.
We will now proceed to the oath taking. Nous allons maintenant procéder à la prestation du serment. The oath of citizenship can be taken in two different ways, by affirming or swearing the oath. If you wish to affirm, please start your oath by saying, "I affirm." If you wish to swear, please place your holy book in your left hand and start the oath by saying, "I swear." Remember that we must see you repeat the oath of citizenship in French, English, or in both languages. Please rise for the oath taking. Veuillez maintenant vous lever pour la prestation du serment. Please raise your right hand and repeat the oath after Madame Arsenault.
I swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada, her heirs and successors, and that I will faithfully observe the laws of Canada and fulfill my duties as a Canadian citizen. Well, congratulations, you're a Canadian citizen. Félicitations, vous êtes maintenant des citoyens canadiens.
We will now proceed with the presentation of certificates. Please come forward as soon as you hear your name. Once you have received your certificate, you must sign the oath at the table on your right, and then you may return to your seat. Nous allons maintenant procéder à la remise des certificats de citoyenneté. Veuillez vous avancer dès que vous entendrez votre nom. Lorsque vous aurez reçu votre certificat, vous devez signer le serment à la table à votre droite et vous pourrez regagner votre place. Hamdi Mustafa Ghanem, Nurman Mahmoud Atef Shihanta Ghanem, Abdel Raham Hamdi Mustafa Ghanem, Menteler Hamadi Mustafa Ghanem. Dana Abulahawa.
I'm originally from Palestine, but I was living in Amman, Jordan, Middle East. And as you know that I have a different culture than the Canadians, different lifestyle, different weather, and everything was different when I first came here, but then I adapted myself to live in Canada and to be one of the Canadians. Actually, when I first took the book, I felt that it's really hard to start reading about the Canadian history. But when I started with the first page until the last page, I really felt that it's easy if you understand it. And when I went to the test, I was really nervous at the beginning, but then when I answered all the questions and I got a 20 out of 20, I was really happy.
Hala Sharkas. Joseph Adam Clements. Muhammad Salman Khan.
They're amazing. They just are such a wonderful experience. And I would invite anybody and everybody, if they can, to please come and attend such a ceremony. It is to see them, to smile, and also to know how Canada, in all its diversity, becomes such a better country. Because now we have so many languages, we have so many cultures, we have so many different meals and ways to be. It is beautiful.
Chien Dat Huen Din. Lin Quan Tran, Shi Nan Huen, Kai Min Huen. Jean-Claude Mexico Biriganin, Joseph Biriganin, Esther Biriganin, and Baraka Biriganin.
Who trains you? Are you good? Ah, and you're good.
Jessa Kermit Radin. Nikolay Strelkov. Alma Pons Bulasa, Angel Luis Bulasa, and Mary Del Pons Bulasa, Shiri Dane Pons Bulasa. Pankatapen Charles.
It's not easy to come to Canada. There's many hurdles that they have to go through. You know, it's not easy to pass the exam to become a citizen. It's not easy to go through all the different phases that they have. The process is humongous, you know? And so I want to pat each and every one of them on their shoulder and say, wow, well done. That's a long, some of them, it's taken 20 years to come to here. Others are a little shorter, but all of them have their own stories. And I would invite anyone to please sit down and listen to that story.
Antonio Heredia Cuevas. Tarek El Saman, Rula Ramadan, Hiba El Saman, Rahaf El Saman, Nisreen El Saman, Nerman El Saman.
I'm really proud to be Canadian. I'm really happy. I don't know what, explain how, my emotion, but I'm really happy to be Canadian today. Thank you for everyone who share us my day, big day. I came from Jordan, my husband from Jordan and me from Syria. I came here since 2013. I have been here almost 6 years. Yeah. When I came here, nothing English. I start from Alphabet and Multicultural Association of Fredericton. After that, I finished level 6.
I'm so proud to be Canadian, and this is my home. I can call it finally my home. Canada is a big place where I can feel safe, and it's a place where I love it. And I'm so happy to be Canadian now. And thank you very much for who shared with us this moment. It's so happy moment, and thank you very much for everyone. Thank you.
It's really good. I feel part of Canadians, everyone else around me. I'm glad to be Canadian, like everyone else. Thank you for letting me.
The Davida family, Michael, Miri, and Nathaniel.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Vivek Virmani. Lun Kang. Kumaran Thilain Dar Aja. The Cabral family, Marlita Valdos, Chen May, and Ma Trizel Valdos. Tran Can Vu Pham. Hubertina Gertruda Hassan.
Thank you.
Marlene Celso Ladamora. Eva Siske Wilhelmingen Krenenberg. Susan Simpson. May Wish Matar Gill. Madame Alsano, that concludes the administration of the oath. On behalf of Mayor Mike O'Brien and the City of Fredericton, I would like to invite Councillor Eric McGarity to offer greetings to the new Canadians. J'inviterai maintenant Eric McGarity de transmettre ses salutations aux nouveaux Canadiens.
With the new citizens, there comes a lot of support, and people that support them on their pathway to citizenship, which is just wonderful, just wonderful. I can say that now you have, with those new rights and privileges, there is some responsibility. I don't know if they told you about that. But it becomes that you have to support or become part of this country and help push the Canadian mosaic, our provincial mosaic, and your municipalities, if you're not from Fredericton, but if you're from another municipalities, help us keep Canada growing. That's important. That's important to all of us. So on behalf of Mayor Michael Bryan, who can't be here today, and my fellow council colleagues that sit at the table, I want to congratulate you and thank you and look forward to you helping us build a better Canada, a better province, a better municipalities. Thank you.
Thank you, merci. I would now like to invite Kimberly Poffenrath, Chief Electoral Officer for Elections NB, to offer greetings to the new Canadians. J'inviterai maintenant Kimberly Poffenrath, Directrice Générale des Élections, de transmettre ses salutations aux nouveaux Canadiens.
It's truly a very great honor for me to be able to share this day with you. I believe I might be the last speaker between you and really being able to celebrate. So with today swearing in as our newest Canadian citizens, as already mentioned, you're now entitled to exercise one of the most important and fundamental rights in a democracy, and that is the right to vote. And with your newly acquired citizenship, you are entitled to vote not only in federal elections that are coming up soon, but also provincial and municipal elections, as has already been mentioned. So, and for some of you, depending on where you have immigrated to Canada from, this is going to be your first opportunity to actually vote in an election and to exercise that democratic right. But also, becoming a citizen today provides you with an opportunity to give back in an even greater way to your new home, to the future growth and development. As most of you would know, the next federal election is just over 6 months away, and in a little over a year, almost exactly a year from today, the returning offices are going to open for the next province-wide municipal, DEC, and RHA elections. And as you embark on the next chapter of your lives as Canadian citizens, I hope you and your families create new memories in this wonderful country that we all call home. Thank you very much. Félicitations. Congratulations.
Thank you to the invited guests for your wonderful messages and for all the information you shared. Our history is now your history. Our laws are now your laws. Our identity is now your identity. Our responsibility to be a good and faithful citizen, loyal to Canada, is now your responsibility. The future of Canada, our freedom, our democracy, our peaceful society, equality under the law, and our prosperity is in no small part depends on all of us. Notre histoire est maintenant votre histoire. Nos lois sont maintenant vos lois. Notre identité est votre identité. Notre responsabilité d'être de bons, fidèles citoyens, loyaux envers le Canada, est désormais votre responsabilité. Very few of us shared the same past, but as Canadian, all of us share the same future. You have much to be proud of, and if we work together, the boundaries of what we can accomplish are limitless. Rares sont les personnes qui ont partagé le même passé, mais en tant que Canadiens, Canadiennes, nous pouvons tous partager le même avenir. Vous pouvez être fiers de vous. Si nous collaborons, ce que nous pouvons accomplir est sans limite. I leave you now with my warmest wishes for a long and peaceful and prosperous life in this, your new homeland. Congratulations to all of you and welcome to Canadians family. En terminant, je vous souhaite le plus chaleureusement du monde une vie longue, paisible et prospère dans votre nouveau pays. Félicitations à tous et bienvenue dans la grande famille canadienne. Merci.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot land, in all of us command, car ton bras supporte l'épée, il sait porter la croix, ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on God.